Greetings and salutations, welcome back to Rip It Open with Newman. I'm your host Newman, and today we're going to be unboxing the Mezco Gambit figure. Going forward for the next few weeks, every Wednesday is going to be X-Men Wednesday. So we're going to be unboxing some sort of X-Men figure, either from Marvel Legends, Mezco, or Mafex. Now, for fans of the current X-Men 97 series, it's probably not going to come as a shock to you as to why we're unboxing this particular character right now. No spoilers. Remy Gambit LeBeau is a Marvel X-Men character created in 1990 by Chris Claremont and Jim Lee. A mutant with a checkered past, a taste for spicy cuisine, and the ability to charge inanimate objects with explosive kinetic energy, Gambit has been an X-Men mainstay since its introduction. It has appeared in every animated X-Men series created after 1992. In addition to his animated appearances, Gambit has appeared three-dimensionally in toy form from numerous companies such as Toy Biz, Hasbro, Mafex, Mondo, Yamaguchi, and more specifically, Mezco. Alright, so before we open it up, let's just take a look at the front of the box. A nice X in pink and black. Alright, let's take a look at the side. Got Gambit's name on it. And let's take a look at the back. So we've got a graphic of the toy as well as the accessories. Very nice. Alright, let's start opening this thing up. And there we got the Mezco Gomez head on there. Some nice matte black box, and there's a figure. Open this up. Alright, and we're going to take a quick look before we get up close and personal. Let's go. Alright. Let's go ahead and get Monsieur LeBeau out of the package. Alright, and up close and personal, he's looking really nice. Alright, let's get a little light on him. Okay. Nice sculpting, nice paint job. I really like this trench coat. You know, with a lot of figures, if they have soft goods, especially coats or jackets, they always look too oversized. But this looks really good. Like, it's proportioned very well. Alright, and you can do the splits. That's good. Our arms are going to be limited, obviously, because of the trench coat. He's got a double joint at the elbow. Again, slightly hindered because of the trench coat, but, you know, it kind of is what it is. Double joint at the knee, no hindrance. That's really good. Other leg is good as well. Let's test the ankles. There's a little bit of side to side. It's not the best. The armor on the shins, that it kind of extends towards the foot, so there's a little bit of hindrance. All right, let's test the head. Oh. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, let's test the head. Good range of movement. Side to side, up and down. Doing the circles. That's real good. Okay, so it looks like this is armor, so there is no ab crunch. Which seems like a missed opportunity, considering Gambit's a very acrobatic character. Let's go ahead and get this trench coat off, so we can get to the flexibility of this figure a little bit better. And we're just going to take it off like a real coat. Alrighty. Now this bodysuit underneath the trench coat is really nice. So the fabric's really good. Look at the design work on this. This is really sort of unnecessary because you could just really keep the trench coat on. You know, Gambit's really not known to be pictured without it. You know, sometimes he's without it, but this is very detailed. it's like I'm almost conflicted on whether or not I want to keep the trench coat off. Because this looks good. Alright, so his range of movement is a lot better without it, obviously. Okay. Yeah, the elbows are a lot better. That armor is... I don't know, it's like... Because I really like the sculpt of that armor. That armor is really good, but just the lack of an ab crunch. I feel like Mezco's a good enough company that they could have worked in an ab crunch within the the sculpt of the armor, but this is me Monday morning quarterbacking. Let's go ahead and stand him up. Okay, stands up well. Let's take a look at that face sculpt. That's a good sculpt. I know Mezco has sort of this bad reputation of having soft face sculpts, and this is kind of soft as well, but it's a good sculpt. I feel as though it looks better in person than it does on camera. I feel all of Mezco's toys feel better in person than they do on camera. Fabric's really nice. It has a good touch to it. And the piping and the raised pieces are really nice. All right, so there's a twist to the thighs. It's there. I feel as though the proportions on this are a lot better than most Mezcos. Not that I think the proportions on Mezcos are bad, per se. I know a lot of people accuse Mezco's figures of having big heads. But this one looks not big-headed. Yeah, look at that. Mutant power. Okay. Let's look at this trench coat a little closer up. Good feel. Fabric is really nice on both sides, actually, but specifically the outside, obviously, kind of this faux leather quality. And I believe there's a wire in the collar, so that's good for some nice posing. Nice belt buckle, and also I believe there's some wiring in the fringes of the coat. So you can get that windswept look. Okay, but let's look at some of these accessories. And we've got a charge card energy effect. I sort of wish that the cards were painted white, as opposed to just being a part of the energy. But I mean, I guess that makes sense, because whenever he charges his cards, they become pink and like sort of energy filled. So I guess this makes sense. Look at his bow staff. It feels good. Looks good. It's not metal, it's plastic, but it's a good quality. All right, we've got another charge card effect, and it looks like he's giving you the middle finger. I mean, from here it looks fine, but from here it looks like he's giving you a charged finger with the charged card. They knew what they were doing. And we've got an individually charged card. It's on fire. Plastic for these effects, it's nice. It's a hard plastic, not gummy whatsoever. And here we have a full hand of cards that are charged up. I was almost going to say it was a bouquet of cards. All right, and we got a hand to hold his cards, because it looks like there's a little bit of a slit in between the thumb and the index finger. Let's test it out. All right, perfect. Looking good. Alright, let's check out some more hands. Got some gripping hands for his staff. Good sculpt. Like that we have the partial fingerless glove look. And some pads on the back of it. That's sort of like a Mezco special. So those extra little bits. Right, and we've got some jazz hands. And if I can get it out, looks like a deck of cards and a single ace. Once again, these Mezco toys are definitely not for kids, because I don't even know if you could say these are a choking hazard, to be perfectly honest. You could probably just swallow these like a pill. Let's take a look at the single card. If I can get it in my hand. Okay. The world's smallest card. And let's take a look at his hand. He's got a royal flush here. And lastly, we're going to take a look at this extra head. Now, you know, it's kind of funny. I think these head sculpts are good, but it's kind of funny. They sort of resemble Channing Tatum. And I know he was up for the part of Gambit for a long time, and it never materialized. We might see him in Deadpool 3. But, you know, it kind of resembles him. I never really thought he fit the part, but, like, looking at this toy that kind of looks like him, I was like, okay, I see it. Okay, so, and lastly, we've got the base and the, you know, your basic X-Men base. And the posing arm. I'll definitely be using that. I feel as though Gambit should always be mid-flight, even though he doesn't fly. And lastly, a baggie for all of the accessories, which, again, I'm probably not going to use. But, again, I appreciate it. So, final thoughts. I really like this figure. So, I mean, it's no secret that I'm a big Mezco fan. I know some people have their issues with it, with their proportions, or the soft goods possibly wearing out, or the soft face sculpts. Those don't really concern me that much. I am mostly concerned with just the overall package. How does it look? And I think this looks great. I think it looks really good. There is a little bit of an issue with the posability because of some restrictive movement, specifically the ab crunch and the coat. You know, it kind of like restricts things a little bit. But I mean, you could still get some really good poses out of this figure. And me personally, I really don't think it's going to be a big issue because I don't play with figures that much. Generally, when I get them in a good position and get them on my shelf, they stay there for the most part. I don't do a lot of moving around. I don't do too much playing. Once I find a good position, once I find a good pose, I kind of stick with it. Also, just in general, I really like the design of the suit. It's really nice. It's a little more complicated than what his suit would normally be, but that's just sort of a Mezco thing. I like it. It's a little more intricate, but not too intricate. It looks good. The colors are nice. They really pop. Everything looks really good about this. I do like that they added a little X on his belt because I know he never had one in the comics, and that always bugged me for some reason. But overall, thumbs up. Good job, Mezco. You get a gold star. Alright folks, that's going to wrap everything up. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. I've got new videos coming out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, as well as YouTube Shorts every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. This is your host Newman, signing out.